And we are back. We get to talk today to the Voices of Zion about their brand new release, Hymn of His Garment. Thank you guys for coming out. Tell us a little bit about this song.
A little bit about him of his garment, as told from the Voices of Zion. I would hope that someone is inspired by this song. It's definitely going to heal. It's definitely going to move. So I just hope that you find a means of allowing this song to minister to you in your situations during this time.
This song gives a really beautiful and heartfelt description of how one would possibly feel or what one would possibly do if they ever had the privilege to encounter the Lord, if they ever had the opportunity to just be able to reach out and touch Him. How would you feel? What would you do? I'm sure it would be a powerful moment for anyone, and I think this song really and truly expresses that.
A little bit about the song. Well, there's a lot about the song, but if I can give a little bit without giving it all away, it's very inspirational. And for me, waking up in the morning listening to the song puts me in a great mind space.
A little bit about the song. As everybody said, there's a lot to tell about the song, but I will say this. This song has been a passion project for me. And every time I listen to the lyrics of the song and the music, it truly puts me in a place of reverence, a place of worship. I fall asleep every night just about to the song. So it puts me in a really good place. So hopefully when you hear the song, when you see the video, you too will see the passion, and it will put you in those very sweet moments that I mentioned.
So, what was the inspiration for this song?
The inspiration for this song, let me tell you a little bit about how it started and how we came to do this song, Hymn of His Garment. Sister Agnes, she is a part of the Voices of Zion Choir, and during the pandemic, when it all started, right? I tried to bring everyone together virtually, and just to keep the momentum going, the morale up, keep the spirit of music ministry alive. And in those sessions, we have songwriter activities that I like to, get the choir going to write different songs. And Sister Agnes was a part of one of those sessions, and she reached out to me the next afternoon and she said, Sister Jean, I have these two lines that are in my head, and I was hoping that you could, help me write this song, or maybe we can, write it for the choir. And so I told her, send it over to me, send me the lyrics, and I'll see what we can do. And so she sent it. I started, just kind of humming a melody, recorded it, and then we took it back to the choir to really bake out a full song. So I started assigning people to certain parts of the song, and the rest is history we're about to see. But she is truly the epicenter, if you will. No pun intended, but she truly is the beginning or the start or the inspiration of the song. And I can be confident in saying that her inspiration for the words came from the Most High God.
So, Jeff, I hear you're the cinematographer. Tell us, how was it working on this project? What was it like?
I mean, it was definitely a different process, I would say, compared to my normal videos. Again, I typically do rap videos, so going into the gospel realm was definitely different. Um, going into the realm of working with Gina, who was the director and producer. I was a cinematographer. Normally, when I do my videos, I wear all hats as far as directing and everything. So it was definitely a different experience working, side by side with somebody taking direction. But again, definitely a great learning experience, and it was overall an enjoyable experience. overall love the song and everything about it. So I mean, I have no issues overall, and definitely something I look forward to doing again.
When the director initially brought the concept to you, what were your thoughts?
What were my thoughts? My thoughts were like, wow, we're doing a video, and I'm gonna be a part of the choir video. So I was very excited that Sister Gina reached out to me to be a part of it, and just to be a part of my choir family was just the thought of it was great for me.
The overall concept of the song I loved. I could not wait to see it all come together, to see it all come to life. The meaning of the song and the visual that the video gave just went together so beautifully. The song and the video is something I really think that a lot of us could relate to, even in today's time, due to the circumstances of the world. It's really something that I really was proud and thankful to be able to partake in.
My initial thoughts, it was more of like, they were telling me I'm about to be Jesus. So I'm like, wow, be Jesus. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So, of course, I was doing my, my research on like where I could go buy the attire and everything. I was excited to get it. I was excited to know what my roles were, figuring out what I need to do, what I need to say. Because, I'm Jesus. I need to portray, everything that Jesus does. I need to be Jesus. And so I was just ready to take on the event.
I had a great experience on set. I was an extra. I got to greet Jesus into the city. During the shooting, it was very warm. We were in very covering garments. We had our scarves, shawls, and long dresses. So it was a little hot, a little steamy. We kind of just had to keep our social distancing, keep the people out of our shots, but still remember what we were here for. So it was fun. It was my first time doing a production like that, so I enjoyed it.
My initial thoughts was I was very excited, mainly because it was kind of the first time that I've ever been a part of such a role like this, and especially with the biblical context behind the role that I would be acting in. It was definitely something that immediately got me excited to be a part of. So.
When the directress brought this to me, I was absolutely excited because I was one of the first to be able to put my spin to it. For me, I was like, okay, this is a Sister Gina project, so that means that it's going to be work. That means a script is going to be written, everything, the whole nine. But that's just because she wants everything to be perfect. But I truly, truly believe that this is going to be a great body of work, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I did in participating.
I bet the studio time and rehearsal was magical. Tell us a little bit about the rehearsals.
Rehearsals went really well. Rehearsals were fun as usual. Rehearsals were very productive, and we were all on one accord with the message we wanted to deliver and the direction we were going in for the song. We vibed off of each other very well. The ideas were flowing. The atmosphere was amazing. It was my first studio experience. I was so grateful and humbled to be amongst my fellow choir members, because they really coached me on, and I learned a lot, and I was able to experience new things in that studio about myself. So it was a really joyous moment. I was very grateful to be able to partake in rehearsals with everyone.
Well, rehearsals. 2020 has been very challenging with the pandemic, the shutdown, deaths, COVID-19 still being present. However, we made it work. We saw it to the finish. But the magic, just as you said, is the rehearsal time. The good thing about it is that the rehearsal makes you look in the mirror and see truly, how dedicated you are to the project, where you could do better. Because sometimes, when you sing, you're musically affiliated, sometimes one can hide behind, the next voices next to you or what have you. But when it comes time to getting in the studio, that's where you got to open up and you got to shine. When you step into that booth and you put that headset on, and you literally hear your voice, coming through that microphone, it makes you step your game up. And so this project, was one, not only inspirational, but it was something I think that strengthens the choir.
A little bit about the rehearsals. Well, first let me say yes, studio time was absolutely magical. The rehearsals, on the other hand, given, the type of situation that we're in, dealing with this pandemic and COVID, we're trying to do things virtually and trying to coordinate schedules and sing with one another virtually. It just does not have the same synergies as you would if you're together. So it has definitely been a challenge, but we worked through it. But the studio time was magical. Bringing everybody into the studio, even if it was their first time in social distance, we did take those precautions, but to get people to sing and to hear the voices, and then the producer played back the music, and to see everybody's faces and excitement, it was truly something I'll never forget. So it was a magical moment. It was a blessed moment.
Let me ask you one final question. What does this particular song mean to you personally?
Actually, first listening to the song could definitely change your perspective once you visually see it acted out. Really the song to me is a true definition of faith. A lot of the lead singers, the people that had the verses throughout the song, they were just so devoted, they were just so trusting that if they could even be in contact with, Jesus, the Son of God, that they would be healed. Whatever they had, they would be restored. So I think just to visually see it, on camera, the desperation, the faith, it really gave it more magnitude.
What does this song mean to me personally? It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. With knowing, like I said, everything that's going on in the world, with this COVID, with a lot of death, with a lot of stress, with a lot of depression, that's going on in the world, it just gives me hope that if we could just touch the hem of his garment, it's an example that, that helps us throughout our days and throughout our life. While living here until the Lord returns. So it means a lot to me, and I hope that it means just as much to you that it does to me, to us.
Personally, this song just gives me hope. It uplifts my spirit. It uplifts my faith. It just reminds me of the power and might that the Lord truly has. We truly serve a powerful and mighty God, and it just that one touch can make you whole. That's how this song made me feel. It made me feel whole, and I'm forever grateful for the moment and the experiences I had surrounding creating this song. All praises to the Lord. I pray you guys love it, and see you guys.
Initial meaning that I had of the song definitely changed after my whole experience with the video shoot. Just to see a visual actually being paired with the video, it allowed me to actually look at things in a different light, in perspective of, what if Jesus was there? What would you do? How would your reaction be? What emotions would you be, pouring out in that initial moment? And so I got to see it firsthand with, people being on the ground trying to reach for his garment, people jumping up and down, screaming his name, and then even my role as being Jarius, with just the lamenting emotion that I had for when he came into town, definitely put everything into perspective of what that song truly means. So,
Wow, personally, this Hem of His Garment project allowed me to not only dig personally, not just with 2020 and the pandemic, but just all of the things that I've been able to experience, allowing me to understand, because my heart is to know more of God, to get more into His truth, that no matter what my issue has been, no matter how, I'm going to use the words unclean, one may feel in their life or what they're doing, or they're putting out, but that at any time, I am now allowing myself to surrender call on him and need help, that I can have a hem of his garment experience. And I hope and I pray that no matter what you and your family have experienced, what you've dealt with in your life, in your relationships, on your jobs, with yourself personally, whether that be physically, mentally, spiritually, I want you to know that this project is for you. And I hope and I pray that you see that it's never too late to have a hem of his garment moment, and that there is nothing in this world that is too great for God to solve.
That's a great question. As you hear everyone share their moments, I can only echo the sentiments. But I know for me, this song has been a release. This song has been confirmation. This song has truly been freedom for me. And the reason why I use those words is, you know, this quarantine, this COVID, this pandemic has us all on lockdown. But this song reminds me of the freedom that's in God. It reminds me of the true blessings that He has for us if we just reach out to Him. And, you know, this song just really proves to me, and hopefully it'll prove to everyone else, that there's still hope. There's still restoration. It's waiting for us. It's waiting for us all, and it's available for us all. So it truly means a lot. It means a great deal to me. So I hope it will feel the same thing for everybody who watches it.